Hello and welcome to another Pioneer video. I'm Tandy, and today we'll be playing Mono Red. This is a wizard-based strategy featuring the card Wizard's Lightning. This is an older card, but we've basically just been waiting for them to give us enough wizards to make this truly lightning bolt-esque. And I think we are about to reach that critical stage, and we're going to go over today's Mono Red deck and discuss what makes Wizard's Lightning so good. So first and foremost, one man deal 3 damage to any target at instant speed. It's pretty incredible. Let's just be honest. Lightning Bolt, one of the best cards ever printed. Very fun to play with. Very difficult to play against. Invalidates a lot of creatures. Wizard's Lightning is basically Lightning Bolt with some hoops you got to jump through. And if you can find enough hoops that are easy, then it becomes Lightning Bolt. And that's our goal, essentially, is to make Wizard's Lightning into Lightning Bolt. And today, the wizard we're going to be highlighting this brand new is Slickshot Show Off, something that's been making waves in Pioneer and Modern, and probably going to be one of the best red creatures that's ever been made. I don't really know what the future looks like, but Slickshot Show Off has felt real so far. And I can only imagine playing with it more is going to give us a better understanding of it, how to play with it, how to play against it. And it's going to be one of those threats that's just always looming at the back of your mind because it's cheap, it has a cool ability, and it has haste. So the deck is gets you Lava Runner, 1-drop, lets you have a haste cheap wizard that has 2 power, as long as you have a graveyard that has 2 or more instant sorceries. That, alongside Soulscar Mage and the Slickshot Show Off, gives you 12 wizards that cost 1 or 2, which means that you'll have a wizard for Wizard's Lightning pretty regularly in the early turns. And they're cheap enough so that you can play those cards and get Wizard's Lightning off in the same turn somewhat easily. We have 4 copies of Play with Fire. This is a cheap interactive burn spell that allows you to interact with your opponent's stuff while going face in the later turns. 4 copies of Monstrous Rage. This is going to be a great way to buff not only Slickshot Show Off, but some of your other creatures as well to punch through trample damage. And the creatures that we're going to be using Monstrous Rage with are the Prowess creatures that cost 1, Monstrous Swift Spear, and the aforementioned Wizard of Soulscar Mage. We're also playing Kumano Faces Kakazan as a non-creature extra threat that costs 1. This is an excellent threat, excellent red card. It comes down early, pumps your next thing, transforms, and has some graveyard control, which is nice. But it's non-creature, so it triggers Prowess and it triggers Slickshot Show Off. We have 1 copy of Reckless Impulse, as well as 4 copies of Light Up the Stage, which gives us a nice little card advantage package that we can use to kind of trigger Slickshot Show Off multiple times in a single turn. Light Up the Stage is very cheap, especially with all of our cheap damage spells like Kumano, Play with Fire, and Wizard's Lightning, but you're going to see somewhat regularly where we deal damage to our opponent before attacks, and then we can play it for 1. And then lastly, Skewer the Critics, which is also Lightning Bolt-esque, but always a sorcery speed, and also has Spectacles, so a bit harder to punch through damage, but still a solid card in its own right. Since we're a mono red deck, we are playing all red sources. We have 3 Den of the Bugbear and 4 Raymond Runes and a Sokenzan as our utility lands, as well as a bunch of mountains. Our sideboard contains 2 Witchstalker Frenzy to deal with larger creatures that are annoying. Shoulder of the Apocalypse being primary. 4 copies of Rampaging Ferociton to help out against the Amalia combo deck, which is running Rampant and somewhat of a bad matchup, I believe. Case of the Crimson Pulse, which is kind of like a new iteration of Experimental Frenzy. I'm not sold on Case of the Crimson Pulse yet, but it seems like this is the type of deck that wants to play it. Things with plot, things that are really cheap. Case of the Crimson Pulse fits right in here, and it's a great anti-interactive sideboard card. If we were splashing white for something like Chain to the Rocks, we would be playing Showdown of the Skulls almost assuredly. And honestly, we might end up doing that anyway. I know that I had Wedding Announcement in a build a year or 2 ago of Mono Red, and we called it Red Wedding. And the Wedding Announcements out of the sideboard were excellent, and the Showdowns were good as well. We also have Tears of Valakut. This is our answer to the big flying vampires. I'm hoping that we don't see too many, but we will bring in a couple tiers to help fight that. And then Running Volley as our 1-mana piece of interaction against the other load the ground creature decks that are either white or blue. All right, this is Mono Red Wizards. Let's play a league. It's going to be a fast one. Okay, this hand looks pretty darn good. We're going to keep. So I guess we'll lead with Soulscar. If it dies, that's fine. We'll probably plot Slickshot on 2. And then on 3 we go Swift Spear, Lightning, and maybe another 1-drop. Just see what we draw. Ready to see the clapping? Oh, this is going to be 5-0 speedrun. Amalia, no. All right, well, they didn't play a 1-drop. That's good news for me. I like that in this deck, the Slickshot having haste just means that we can play it on turns 3, 4, 5, and other spells along with it. Like if they play a Wild Growth Walk or something here, we go Swift Spear, land, lightning at attack, right? Maybe, maybe not. All right, let's just cast a Show Off and attack. Get our thing down. Since we're not playing the Wizard's Lightning yet, I'd rather get more explosive creatures in play. And we can plot it, but there's very little reason to plot it against green and white lands since they have very few removal spells. And if they do have something like Pick Your Poison or some removal spell main deck, then that's just good beats. And we still got in a damage, and we have another Slickshot coming next turn, so plotting it for protection does not seem overly necessary. Thespian Stage, so it's Lotus Field. Interesting. Trick Proctor. Okay, we'll probably just blow that one out the water with Slickshot plus Wizards. And now we just want to draw basically any non-creature off the top. Any non-creature off the top is probably going to be good enough for us. But this is going to keep Lotus Field from coming down or doing anything. There's an attack for 8 down to 10. And then Skewer the Critics. While, you know, Play with Fire. All these are pretty good off the top. Boseiju Who Endures is land number 4. Not the best. We're just going to play it all, except we might hold the Lava Runner. I don't think we need to play the Lava Runner, so we'll hold on to it in case we draw a burn spell, so we can play burn spell plus Lava Runner EOT. We're just going to die because we didn't draw it. That's a bummer. Okay, well, they can't copy the stage and pop off necessarily, and they only have 3 cards in hand, so we might have a chance. We might have a chance to untap. If they have Hidden Strings and Pour Over the Pages, there's a very good chance we die. The trick is having the right balance of creatures and non-creatures, because you need to be able to trigger your prowess things, right? Like this turn, or this game, we drew way too many creatures. And if we had just drawn 1 Shock instead, a Spikefield Hazard even, right? A single Spikefield Hazard instead would have done it. Well, they're starting with Impulse, which is very good news for me. Because now even if they copy with Thespian Stage, they can't untap. So they have to go untap before copying with Thespian Stage, which is brutal. Are we playing any Magebane Lizards in the sideboard? I don't think so. I don't know what that card does. Let's look them up. Magebane Lizard, 2 cost 1/4. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, it deals damage to the player equal to the number of non-creature spells they've cast this turn. Interesting. That's a cool sideboard card. I haven't seen it before. I'll think about it. Okay, so they're going to go for the Hidden Strings, and they can still Pour Over the Pages as well. But if they copy, they have to have another Hidden Strings and a Pour Over the Pages to really combo off here, I think. Pour Over the Pages lets them untap and kind of be in a similar position. Leer. So now, oh, I might lose because I didn't play Lava Runner. If I draw exactly Den of the Bugbear, I lose, I think. Any haste creature? Alright, that'll do it. Scary stuff. Okay, so we have very few things here that interact with their combo stuff. I don't think Running Volley is good enough for Leer. Leer is like a plan B or even plan C for them. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I imagine that you'll be submitting the same 60 with Slickshot Show Off more than most decks that you've played before. There are some decks that just don't really have great exploitation points, or you choose not to have things that exploit them in the sideboard, and I think that this is one of those moments. Keep this. This hand's pretty good. They're on a mold of 6. I'll lead with Swift Spear, but maybe I should leave with Lava Runner so I can go turn 2 Swift Spear plus a buff. Let's see what we draw. It might change what we do. Let's just get Swift Spears down since they have haste al natural. Next turn we can go Swift Spear plus Monstrous Rage. If they play Strict Proctor, they might be fast enough to punch through, but we'll still try to get them with Lava Runners and stuff. Sylvan Scrying, I think that we're going to be way fast here. And I do think I'm going to go ahead and Monstrous Rage because it's just worth so much damage. And then we can play with Fire plus Lava Runner next turn. So they only have green, so they can't do anything and Lotus Field. So next turn we have to try to kill them. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can't quite kill them next turn, but they're not quite killing me next turn either. So let's go for... Let's go play with fire. Light up the stage. And see if we find a kill. Top card. I do want the land on top. Alright, and we found the kill. Nice. And that's exactly why we did what we did, so we could try to kill them before they untap. There's a turn 3 kill. We'll keep this one. I'm going to lead off here with the Kumano, I believe, so that we can transform it quickly and give a counter to the Swift Spear. Are we unable to Gigantha? Or we just don't have Gigantha? So we should have a Gigantha in the deck. That's an oversight. I think that we would be a fine Gigantha deck. We already run the Boros Marty list? We did. I actually mulliganed, I think, 10 times in 5 matches. And I don't think that that's an overstatement. I think I went to 4 twice and I went to 5 multiple times. And I'm not sure if there's any real reason for that other than variance, but I do think the deck is probably misbuilt slightly. It felt slightly off, but it was still good. I'm going to hold on to the play with fire. They might be spirits. And I kind of want to kill something here. And if they're blue-white, that's fine. Okay, so they're Phoenix, maybe? Kept a card on top. This is Birdman. We'll just skewer it. Oh, Bucket Island. Which one are they playing? They cast Picklock Prankster. I'm going to upkeep play with fire. Slickshot. What if I bottom this? I was going to go max damage face. Lava Runner. I guess we'll keep it because it's just a natural haster. And at this point, I don't really know what I want. I probably should just bottom it, though. They're at 6 already. Sleight of hand. So no Ledger Treasure is great news. Even if they have red source removal, we put them to 2, and then we have 2 Rammy Naps, and any land off the top is lethal. If they go to 4, they're dead. Okay, because we have the haster off on top. Oh, I guess I can pitch Phoenix and have a blocker for that. Alright, so we still put them to 2. Their Phoenix also gets exiled, and any burn spell or untap land off the top wins. Here we go. They don't even keep playing. Where are you going? I kind of like Case. We get empty-handed pretty quick. I think Case and Running Volley. Although last time I brought in Running Volley against them, they just played around my Case because of it. So maybe not. This is a matchup where I think Skewer can come out. Play with Fire is pretty weak as well. They have very few targets. So let's figure out the worst cards out of these. So we're bringing in 6. Maybe we should bring in 5. Maybe we keep 2 Play with Fire and we do this, maybe? Is Lava Runner still good? I think so. I think Lava Runner's great. It's also just a wizard for lightning, which we need. But I like all the card draw thingies, because they're not technically even real card draw. Maybe I minus another Play with Fire and bring back in a Skewer. Maybe it's 2 Skewer, 1 Play with Fire. And then we have a couple more ways to just kill a bird. Got a mulligan. Cool shuffler. Alright, so they are on 6 as well. We'll keep, and I'm going to put back Skewer. I'll probably lead with Lava Runner because it's just likely to die. But maybe I should leave with Soul Scar in case they play Shredder on 2 since they're on the play. They led with Island also. Well, that's a good one. We'll just lead with that because then we can go Running Volley Soul Scar next turn. And then the turn after we can go Lava Runner Wizard's Lightning attack, something like that. Tapped land, great news. Ooh, what if we just play Slickshot? If we just cast it, it gets the counter, so it doesn't die to Fire Impulse for at least a turn. But I guess I can go in a turn, consider untap Fire Impulse it. But that might not be what's in their hand. They might not have that. They might just have Lightning Axe. But if they have Lightning Axe, the pick lock was, or the Slickshot was going to die anyway. See what they go for. If it's like Ledger Shredder plus kill this, that's a little annoying, but they're not really doing much with the axe at least. And then we can go Volley, Soul Scar, Lava Runner if we draw the land. Here's Shredder. Alright, let's start with Running Volley. Alright, this is fine. Lava Runner, attack for a bunch. Alright, so there's 7. If they go Red Source, Brotherhood's in, Anger of the Gods or whatever, we're in trouble. Another bird. And now they can kill Slickshot. Dang. Casual Smack for 10. Yeah, but this other Ledger Shredder might tear us up. They have 2 cards in hand, 1 card in hand. I'm going to let them get their thing. Alright, we'll give them the loot. They only have 1 card in hand, though, so, like, it's hard for them to get super good use out of Shredder. I don't think attacking is worth. We'll chill. Now, if they go, like, 4 mana Cruise, Leaf Phoenix, it takes up most of their turn at least. Free the Fae finds Opt. Now they can maybe get back Phoenix, but then a burn spell off the top lets us exile the Phoenix. They can't really get aggro for a minute either. Alright, they discarded a Consider, so they're guaranteed to get the Phoenix back now. Otherwise, they could have just discarded the other card. If it's Treasure Cruise, that's bad news. It's Axe for another Phoenix. And they killed Soulscar over Etching, though, so they can't really play defense that well. They play defense with everything. Okay. Alright, they have no cards in hand, so I'm just going to ignore them. I don't really want a Soulscar Mage. We're going to light up. We're just looking for a burn spell since they're 5. We're going to try to finish them off before they can turn the corner. They can hit us for 9 next turn. 10. Alright, well, let's attack with both and we'll Monstrous Rage on whatever the Shredder blocks, maybe? No, we can just do it on the one the Phoenix is blocking, and then next turn we'll kill him with the Raminap runes. This will be Trample. Gets exiled as well. And they don't have anything that gains life, so they need exactly Time Walk. Nice. Okay, we're going to keep this one lander on the draw. Oh, opponent showed Karuga. Uh-oh. Maybe... Whew. Okay. We got this, chat. We're going to get lucky, and we're going to draw very well. Don't worry. That's a good one. Today you learned MTGO had sound effects. Yeah, I don't have mine on, though. I don't think. Alright, so they don't... Let's see, this is all of them. So they can Leyline Binding me. Alright, we'll just attack for 2 and then play Light Up the Stage. Is that what I want to do? No. Let's Monstrous Rage. They don't have it. They don't have it. We can't let them... We can't even begin to think that they have it, chat. If we think they have it, we've lost. We must maximize damage. Next time we'll go Upkeep, Play with Fire, look for Scry. Up cards Obscure the Critics. So that says 4. Yeah, we got to put it on top. Right, so this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this short? Are we short? Maybe we're short with it. Is this already done the 2? 6. I think it has already done the 2, so maybe we bottom this because it's not lethal. We need a land to go Play with Fire, Light Up the Stage. Is that lethal? No. Maybe it's bottom. Light Up the Stage. Cancel. I guess if they just go for the Quintorius, we can just stop it with Play with Fire. Alright, let's attack first. If they interact with us, we'll play Light Up. Otherwise, we'll just hold up. They can't quit next turn? Isn't there an instant speed rampant growth? Like a channel rampant growth? Carnosaur. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was playing around the instant speed channel rampant growth. If we draw land, we can go land, or we can... Oh, man. Alright, well, we're just gonna go for it, I guess. They have it, they have it. Not a whole lot we can do. Nice. Alright, so this is the Quintorius build. Dawn doesn't do anything. Nothing does anything. Cool. All right, race. Time to race. Okay, no creatures other than Kamano, so I think we mulligan. Because creatures are super good in this matchup. Keep this, put back one of the two mountains. Our life total doesn't really matter. They just one card kill. But stuff like Play with Fire can save us, so it's not like an automatic play a burn spell with Swiss Spear or whatever. Alright, we're going to play Lava Runner first, because I think it's going to die. And I want to go next turn to Swiss Spear attack, light up the stage post-combat. Because we're not in danger of getting killed on 3. All the Rampant Growth effects cost 3 into the Quinn on 5, and then we can play with fire after to maybe keep us alive. I'm going to hold on to the Sokunzon for as long as possible. We will play it, though, next turn if we don't find another land to play. Okay. Can we plot off of from your hand? Ooh, so we have to cast the Slickshot next turn? Hard Migration's a little annoying. They gain a mana. So I guess next time we go land, Slickshot, attack, post-combat light up the stage, especially if they kill something. I'm going to go Slickshot, attack, and then if they don't kill anything, I might just let the light up the stage rot. Fertile Footsteps. Okay, so now we'll just go Slickshot, hold up, play with fire, and then... Alright, we'll just keep playing around the Quinn combo as long as we can. If they don't go for next turn, we can go Swift Spear, play with fire, Skewer, and that's a lot of damage. Oh, they didn't have it. Bye, Karuga. Okay. Alright, this is just gonna go for it here. Top card is Kamano. This is not enough to kill them if they have an answer for Slickshot, but this is more than lethal if they don't have an answer to the Slickshot. And that's kind of how I'm always going to play this because of the inability to interact. Bonus on the play, our hand is pretty darn good. Clearwater Pathway, so blue, black, something or another. But they're playing this on blue, that's great news for me. It makes me want to lead off with Soul Scar here. So that I can get value out of Kamano multiple ways later. I think I'm going to do that because they don't have removal lined up for this turn. If they had a black source hanging open, I would play Kamano just to make their mana rot. But because they played this on blue, I think this is better. That way we can play Show Off. Interesting. They played this on blue. Alright, so I'm guessing some sort of counterspell, so we're just going to attack and plot the Slickshot so that they can't get use out of their mana this turn. It could be Phoenix, I guess. I'm just really not sure what's going on over there. Mastermind. Okay, so now we have a better idea of what's going on over there. It's just blue-black stuff. And we're going to probably beat the absolute shit out of them, would be my guess. This thing can never block, basically. Another land. Let's cast the Slickshot. Let's play Kumano. I kind of want to plot this other Slickshot, but let's see what they do here first. We'll play the Kumano to kind of see what they do. This is more of a bait than anything. Alright, so attack with both. Alright, so they're not going to play a removal spell here, so it's either going to be another Fairy Mastermind or nothing, and so we'll go plot again and just ruin their life. And then next turn, it'll come in and it'll be big, and we'll have a way to clear blockers, play Swift Spear, and a couple of burn spells. So basically, get to use perfect mana and play around counter spells as best we can. Because Make Disappear is usually quite annoying, but it looks pretty bad here. So they play Odawara. They don't have 2 blacks, so the most they can do is play counterspell and a removal spell. They go counterspell, removal spell, and maybe one other blocker. They go for a third their own creature. That had to have been an accident, but maybe not. Maybe they said, good game. Maybe they said, we can't win anyway. Good game. Tears of Valakut. I don't know if I even want it. I kind of want Case. Case seems good. They said, we can't possibly win. You win. We'll go Monstrous Rage out. We'll bring in 3 Case. I kind of want to bring in Witchstalker's Frenzy in case they have Sheoldred. We'll go Case and that, and we'll maybe trim 1 Skewer because it's sorcery. That's quite the game. I don't know what happened. I think our opponent meant to main phase kill our thing, but maybe we're just like, I can't possibly beat the other one, so it doesn't matter. All right, another pretty solid looking hand. I think we'll lead with, let's see, let's keep. I'm not sure what we'll lead with. We'll just see if they Thoughtseize us or not, and we'll figure it out from there. The line, like the difference between these 2 creatures is that playing this first means that we can play this at haste speed and do something and buff both, but holding this means that we can play this plus Wizard's Lightning in some spots. But because our opponent is like a tricky flash deck, I don't think that that's as important as sequencing for damage. So, all right, turn 1 Black Source, Thoughtseize coming, yeah. So my guess is they'll take Swift Spear, but then Soulscar turns on Wizard's Lightning, so we'll see. I'm hoping that we draw Case. I want to see if Case is any good. If we draw Kumano, we'll play that instead, so we get the buff on the Soulscar, and it gets down quicker. Drew another Soulscar. Any other threat here is good. I do think my life total matters here, and if I don't draw a land next turn, I might play Sokunzan over Ramanap, because stuff like Sheoldred, little chip damage things, they can really add up over time. Witchstalker also good against the Preacher of the Schism, if that's something that they have. Alright, Soulscar's going down here. Classic. 3 cards left in hand only, though. Reckless Impulse. I'll go Soulscar. I think I'm going to hold on to the Sokunzan. We have the Reckless Impulse. Sorry, I think I'm going to go ahead and play it because we have the Reckless Impulse. And if they go to kill my Soulscar, I think no matter what, I might end a turn Wizard's Lightning. Or Wizard's Lightning in response to removal. Okay, so let's go for this. And if they have Kill Spell, great. If they don't, great. This is maybe a little early to do this, but I think that we just want to use our mana. And if we're kind of baiting, we kind of want them to not counter this Reckless Impulse. Alright, so let's attack. If they play a blocker, we'll kill it. I guess we'll just hit their face if they put a blocker in front of me. Down in the lock. Mana value. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's go Reckless Impulse first, because it's expensive always. Top 2. They're stuck on 2 mana, which is good. Alright, and then Light Up the Stage is in limbo, but we'll go Upkeep, Play with Fire, and then we'll play Light Up the Stage after. And if they counter it, then we'll go a second Light Up the Stage. Just try to burn them out. I'm really hoping they don't go Land Preacher. Land Preacher is really bad for us, because it lets them make 1/1s with lifelink. I'm not even sure if it's in their deck, but that's what I'm afraid of. That's fine. We can just hard cast this light up the stage, so I'm gonna let them Thought Seize this one. If they take the Play with Fire, that's also fine. They can maybe Spell Pierce this light up the stage now. I'm actually okay with it, so because it's going away anyway. 2 lands, but that lets us go for a Den. We also have an answer to a big thing now, which is nice. If they tap out here for anything, we can fire up Den and attack. We might do that anyway, but we might just go for light up. Let's go for light up, hard cast. Should have played this first. Alright, so Lava Runner and Play with Fire. We're going to play Plot a Slickshot. And next turn we can go Slickshot, Lava Runner, Play with Fire, attack. And we can activate Den as well. Soaring Thought Thief. Interesting. So we go Lava Runner, Slickshot, Play with Fire, attack. But we can't, I guess if we do that, we can't Den. So let's just see what we got going on. Draw for turn. Alright, so let's go cast Slickshot since it's free. We'll play Lava Runner. And we can kill the Thought Thief as well if we want. Attack with everybody. Petty Theft on this. That's fine. Let's go 1 cost kill this thing. Top card. Mountain we'll put on bottom. They're going to go to 7. Alright, so they're at 7. I'm going to go ahead and just plot this. They can maybe counter it next turn, but I don't want them to play like land 3 mana sweeper and get us. So we'll go Slickshot plus animate, Den next turn and threaten lethal. They'll probably kill this, take 5, and then they're dead to ramming up the turn after. So we should be Gucci. I don't think that they have many ways out. And we have all of our draw steps as well, so it's like all bad for them. Can you plot only at sorcery speed? Yes. Oh, they messed up. They're doing this on my main phase. They need to do that during my... I'll just play it, I guess. They needed to do that during my beginning of combat phase. But it's minor. They're going to go to 1, and then they're dead to the Raymond Apps. Alright, this is a pretty good 6. We're going to keep. And I'm going to put back... We got to keep the show off. So I guess we put back Soulscar. Keep the... I guess we could have... I like the 2 Play with Fires. We might have to spend 1 on a creature. Okay, Amalia, this could be our toughest matchup. I am going to go ahead and play Slickshot and attack. And I'm really hoping they don't Amalia me. I guess we can always kill the Lunarch Veteran in response to Wild Growth, and I'll probably do that next turn as I attack. Shockies down to 15 already. Love it. Malia Benavides Agurare. Oh, they found the Wild Growth Walker, chat. Okay, time to be scared. It's a Wizard's Lighting for lethal? It might be. They put it into the graveyard. Alright. Come on, top deck. Is that lethal? 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're going to attack with both. I think it's lethal if they only block with Lunarch Veteran. Oh, if they don't block with anything, they're way dead. Dude, Slickshot's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure this is lethal, chat. Pretty sure it's lethal, chat. Woo! Woo! Nice block. Nice block. Okay, this is a matchup where I believe Monster's Rage might actually be bad. Kill you on 3. Kiln Fiend you. Kiln Fiend you. Any Kiln Fienders in chat? This is a matchup where maybe Light Up the Stage is hard, but Slickshot having Flying makes Light Up the Stage so much stronger. Are we running volleying at all? Do we just Dawn? I think it's just Dawn. So maybe it's Dawn for Skewer. Keep Monstrous Rage. Killing their stuff sucks. Because they have a bunch of extraction specialists now. They'll play like a bunch of them. Maybe a couple skewers over a Monstrous Rage and something else. Maybe one Light Up the Stage can go. They're on 6. Do I keep this? I think I'm going to keep. They might have Fatal Push, but I like the Slickshot into Wizard's Lightning, and I don't know if I'm going to plot it or not on 2. I guess it depends on what I draw. Hit him with a Welcome Back? Nah. Nah. 1-drop? Wow, what a 1-drop. What a draw. What a draw. I'll probably just cast Slickshot next turn. Get in for 1. Innkeeper. Okay, so we can die next turn for sure, for sure. Cool, cool, cool. I'm down to trade Lava Runner for either of these creatures. We'll attack. Alright, don't have it, please. Don't have it. Just don't have it. Just don't have it. There's Wild Growth. Don't have it. No! No, chats! Okay, they didn't have it. Alright, we'll take it. Oh my god, what a draw. What a draw. What a draw! Chat, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. They need so much to not be dead here. They need so many things to not be dead. I'll take 2. I don't want to give them a 5/5 or whatever. Another Innkeeper? I'm sorry, that doesn't gain any life. I'm sorry, that doesn't gain any life. What about a second one? What about a second one? What about a second one? So this puts them to 13. Yeah, I'll block now. And then Slickshot plus Wizards plus Light Up the Stage might be lethal. Especially if we hit another thing. Yeah, even if they have Court of Calling, it's not enough, I don't think. Alright, so let's go Slickshot. We'll take a couple. We're at 15. Wizard's Lightning face. Light up the stage. This is lethal. This is lethal. We'll attack for 10. Praise. They disconnected? What is happening? I think their Magic Online just crashed. They were in the middle of paying costs for something. What do you think? They're playing Coco? Do you think that they're Cocoing? Cord? Don't you think they would have tapped some creatures to play Cord? Cord for Skyclave. Puts them to 3. Yeah, they're basically out. I mean, like, they have something here. If it's... Alright, they just crashed. They're back. Alright, let's see what they cast here. Board for Skyclave Apparition puts them to 8, and then they take 5 down to 3. And then they're dead next turn to Monstrous Rage. But we can go Lava Runner, attack with everybody, Monstrous Rage to punch through lethal. Something like that. Okay, so it is Cord. I wonder if it's a 4. Okay, I wonder what they have for 4. It's gonna be bad. I was expecting just Skyclave Apparition. It is just Skyclave. Okay, so they take 2. Skyclave eats one of the flyers, but they go to 3. And then they're dead to a lot of stuff. We'll take a hit from the Elemental. We have a lot of blockers for everything else. And then we can go Lava Runner, attack Monstrous Rage, and they should be dead. So we did it! We did it! The clean sweep, chat. The 5-0-10-0 beating Phoenix, Amalia, Lotus Field. I don't know. We beat everything. We just smushed them all. Mono Red Wizards, chat. Slickshot show off. Really showing off. What did I like about the deck? Everything. What did I dislike about the deck? Nothing. How can you possibly say we should change anything after that performance? After literally running through League undefeated. But I will do my best. Tears of Valakut, maybe unnecessary. We didn't play against Rakdos Vampires. I don't know that attacking the Sorin Vein Ripper aspect of the deck is how you beat them, but maybe that's the only way they can beat you. But I don't think that that's true. And I think that Witchstalker Frenzy is maybe just the happy middle ground. I would be very happy to just change these to 2 more Witchstalkers and something else, and maybe we just bring in like 3 Witchstalker, 3 Case against Rakdos Vampires, something like that. I don't think that Tears of Valakut's necessary, but we didn't need it. We didn't use it. 5-0-10-0. Everyone in chat, throw your hands up. Wave in there like you just don't care. Mono Red Wizards is the deck to beat. That's going to do it for the matches played in today's video. Make sure to check out our sponsors, Games and Comics Paradise. GCParadise.com is your one-stop shop for all things TCG related. You can check out anything from Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and now even Disney's Lorcana singles. Make sure to check out GCParadise.com for all your TCG needs. Thank you so much to Apex Gaming for sponsoring the channel. ApexGaming.gg gives you info on their tournament series. I've been doing commentary for their tournament series with my man Ross Merriam. If you're interested, you can follow them on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/ApexGaming. The Hug Brothers are awesome folks, and we love to see them. And lately our tournament's been popping off too, so I'm pretty excited about the future of Apex for sure. Thank you so much to Moxfield. You can check out moxfield.com to build your decks and share them with your friends. Moxfield's a great place to do exactly that, and we use them every day. Lastly, I'm Tandy. I write articles about Magic the Gathering. You can find my written articles on my Patreon, sideboard guides, deck guides, as well as thoughts on new cards and formats. Patreon.com/Tandy. That's me. I'm Tandy. This has been Mono Red Wizards kicking ass. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Make sure you hit the follow and like button on your way out.